Heidi-ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome back to Fez. As I was saying last time, the timing was kind of horrible with this. Thank God that the last thing that I did was got myself into a situation where those black holes weren't there. I'm basically trying to get up onto this tree before the owl shows up, and the timing was terrible because I only have a 15-minute limit on these videos, and because of the new firmware update on the PS4, the game no longer pauses when you go to the share screen. It shows up in some stupid little sidebar thing now, and it doesn't pause the game, which sucks. So I didn't want to waste too much time in between stuff, because Lord only knows that when I got here, if I had to spend way too much time getting the black hole to show up, it would go away, and then basically sitting on here for waiting for the owl to show up, and then by the time I would finally get to start the video, the owl would fly away, and it would turn daytime right as I was getting ready to start the video because of the stupid sidebar. But luckily that didn't happen, so let's talk to the owl. The owl says a point of origin, after and beyond. That's probably pointing toward the graveyard here, which is where we do need to go next. And believe it or not, this is also where the owls are going. Not to the owl statue in the zoo like I had originally hypothesized. I mean, it's only a big-ass owl statue. But if you recall, there is a big-ass owl statue here as well. And for dramatic effect, I'm actually going to hold off on that until the end. That'll be the last place we go to before going to the 64 door. So the first thing I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go to the mausoleum. Because the mausoleum has a pretty big puzzle that I haven't done yet. And what I get from the puzzle is pretty much a little consequence, but it does go toward my, it's under a little consequence as far as gameplay is concerned, but it does go toward my overall percentage, and I do want to make sure that, I get everything I possibly can in the game. I have to get whatever I can get there, because if you remember on the inventory screen that we have, there are actually slots for 4 artifacts, but we only have 3. Well, we're going to get the 4th artifact now. If we can get past these stupid-ass black holes, I swear to God. There is no reason that these black holes need to be here. We're going to try going on this tree. I'm still nowhere near the platform, so I gotta go on this one over here. Because I don't always want to use fly to cheese the entire game. Only most of the time. So the mausoleum is on... Actually, it's on the top of this one. Floating bit here. Alright. Oh no! We haven't done this yet! And this is actually, I think, where I want to go anyway, so... We haven't done this puzzle yet. I just forgot about that. I did this in my practice file, but I didn't do that... I mean, this is still where we want to go to get the artifact. I was just thinking the mausoleum, but the mausoleum is actually how we get to the owl statue. So, basically what we have to do, much like the owl statue before it, this skull statue just keeps, following the camera around. And we actually wanted to get it to stop doing that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take each of these skull headstone things, and I'm going to turn them all so that they face the same direction. Is there any way I can jump over here? Yes, there is now. So, there you go. I can't jump on top of that headstone, but I can jump on top of this one. And just jump on top of this, and I'll be able to get up to this top skull over here. And now that they're all pointing the same way, that will actually stop the big skull from spinning around. and it reveals a hidden door in the base of the skull. This is not the artifact I was talking about, actually. But it is an anti-cube, so that's always welcome. That was actually the wrong kind of jump to make. I chose Let's grab this. Grab it. That should be number 30? No, number 31! Only one anti-cube left. And then, of course, we have the one cube bit left as well that we needed to do in order to get our last cube. Which I'm, like I said, saving for dramatic effect. That owl thing is going to be the last thing we do. Oh, and good. No black holes this time around. That's always welcome. Now, the mausoleum is... Okay, that's not the mausoleum. Where's the mausoleum? Is that the mausoleum? Yes, that is the mausoleum, because I can see it in the background. Herp, derp, derp. Okay. So we have to basically get inside that locked door there. And we have that key that we got from Zoo before we got our first ending of the game. Quite frankly, there isn't an anti-cube in there, so I don't know why I didn't just go in there in the first place, but I think we didn't have enough maps. That could have very much been a possibility. Either way, we're getting it now, so it doesn't matter all that much. I just gotta try to find my way back up so I can get into said mausoleum. Oh. Okay. It's just always hard with these invisible platforms because you never can tell until lightning strikes. That doesn't happen too often. I mean, it happens often enough, yes, but never when you're really looking. So... basically, inside of this mausoleum is actually kind of creepy, because if you look at the background, there's also doors there, too. And there's the dots to dots on the, on that. But you've got 4 sides of this, each with doors. And, if you've been paying attention to these, treasure maps we've been getting, they all have different holes on them, they have highlighted holes, and a number next to them. Basically, what we have to do, there are 4 doors we have to go through in a specific order, and these treasure maps that we've been collecting, these 4 that I've just shown off, are basically our key to figuring which one. So this says 1 under so it's basically 2, and then a blank, and then 1 at the top row. That's basically the reference point I use to figure out which side I'm supposed to be on. And then the lower right corner is going to be the first door we go through. So let's see if we can find that side. There it is right here. And then you go down to the very lower right door. And we come out of there, but that's of little consequence. We find 2. Yep, that's 2. So if we have, on the top row, it has all 3 of the right doors are active, but the very left one is locked. So that's this side. And we have to go to the... basically the third one down on the third column. So this door right here. Alright, so then we go to the third map, and it doesn't actually use the downward position 3, it actually uses the 1 + 2 3. So if we go to the side that has the 3 doors on the 3 left-hand doors all active on the top row, then we go to the second one down on the third column. So that would be this side. I have to climb up some. That's really creepy in the background, too. With all those just doors. Like, there's a lot of dead here. I think this is... Was it this door? Let me double check. You can double check as much as you want. Yep, that door here. And finally, the number 4, which is this one. All 4 doors are open on the top, and we want the second one on the top. So we do have to go up another level here. It would be all the way over on this side. That was the second door, right? Yes, second door. And it'll lead to this, like, blood lake-looking thing with a dead tree on top of a skull. And, there's a treasure chest on an island which is incredibly far from your starting point, so... I found it, you can swim all the way across if you want to. I found it's a little easier to fly, but, it's about the same, I think, when all's said and done. It just seems like I'm going a little quicker when I'm flying. But that's the last artifact, the skull artifact. You found an ancient artifact. Unbelievable. So the legends were true. They did come here. Who came here? Who's they? Well, it looks like an alien skull. It's got 3 holes in it, 3 holes for eyes. That's some weird shit. Let's fly back over. Let's make sure that the... 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make sure that the fly code works before we start trying to fly. And that blood lake doesn't hurt you or anything like that. You just swim in it. It's not like the lava from the from in the sewers. And we can back out. Just head back up here. Back out to the mausoleum area. And then we gotta make our way to the owl statue. And the owl statue... I think stems off of this, doesn't it? That's the 3 platforms area. That's the warp area. That's that. I could have sworn the owl statue area stemmed off of here too. Oh no, that stems off the warp area. My bad. Now I gotta find my way back over to the owl statue area. Oh, okay, there we go. It's not all face first. And then we just gotta go down this door here. And you know what? Because we're near the end of the game here, just for dramatic effect, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here. And when we come back, we'll get the final cubes of the game. The final collectibles of the game. In fact, since we do have some time, let's take a look at the map. So we got the owl statue and a room beyond that. The ruins are all done. If we head down here, this is the water area. The water area is all done except for the 64 door and whatever's beyond that. The industrial area is all done. And all of the areas stemming off, if we can... that's actually the sewer. All the areas stemming off of here are all done too, so... yeah, this is going to be... The last collectibles of the game are over there. So we're going to take a look at those in the next video. I've been Radio Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?